My toxic brother spread vicious rumors in high school, ensuring I ate lunch alone for years. Last weekend at his engagement party, I showed his fiancée the inappropriate DMs he sent my friend last month during his bachelor party weekend. For context, I, 31F, and my brother, 34M, have had a strained relationship since he decided I'd make the perfect social sacrifice sophomore year. He was Mr. Popular, football team captain with the perfect hair and that stupid Letterman jacket he wore everywhere. I was just trying to exist peacefully with my small friend group until he started telling everyone I'd been hooking up with different guys in the band room. Literally made up detailed stories about things that never happened. Within 2 weeks, I went from having a normal high school experience to eating lunch alone in bathroom stalls. No joke. I spent the rest of high school being called every name in the book while he pretended not to know why everyone was being so mean to his little sister. When confronted, he'd just smirk and say, maybe I shouldn't have done all that stuff if I couldn't handle the consequences. After graduation, I moved across the country for college and built a new life where nobody knew about my path. Meanwhile, my brother continued his golden boy trajectory, fancy finance job, country club membership, and somehow convinced a genuinely nice woman named Erin to agree to marry him. For years, our parents pushed the whole, but he's family nonsense. Whenever I tried explaining why I kept my distance, Mom would literally cry about how I was holding grudges and living in the past. Dad would just sigh dramatically, like I was the problematic one. I'd been doing the bare minimum at family events, showing up, making small talk, then bouncing. My brother would still throw in little digs about my awkward phase or make backhanded comments about my apartment being cute for someone just starting out. I'm 31 with a successful career, but whatever. Then last month, my college roommate Kira texted me at 1 a.m. with screenshots. My brother had slid into her DMs from Vegas during his bachelor party weekend with some truly disgusting messages. He'd found her through my tagged photos and sent her paragraphs about what he wanted to do to her, how his hotel suite had a jacuzzi, and how his boring fiancé doesn't need to know about a little fun. I sat on those screenshots for weeks. Part of me wanted to pretend I never saw them. Family gatherings were already awkward enough, but I kept thinking about Erin, who seemed genuinely kind and had no idea who she was really marrying. The engagement party last weekend was at some overpriced vineyard with those little fancy appetizers nobody can identify. I watched my brother give this whole speech about loyalty and trust while his parents dabbed at their eyes. That's when I knew I couldn't let Erin walk blindly into this marriage. I waited until she was alone, getting a drink at the bar. I showed her my phone with the screenshots, only saying, this was during the Vegas trip. Her face crumbled as she scrolled through message after message. She handed my phone back with shaking hands and marched straight over to my brother. I couldn't hear what she said, but I didn't need to. His face told the whole story, from confusion to panic to anger when he spotted me watching from across the room. Erin yanked off her engagement ring, slammed it on the table hard enough that it bounced off and rolled under a chair, and stormed out with her parents following close behind. The fallout was nuclear. My parents accused me of being jealous and trying to ruin his life. My brother cornered me in the parking lot, absolutely seething, telling me I'd regret this. But here's the kicker. His best man overheard everything and actually apologized to me, admitting there were other incidents during the bachelor weekend he'd felt uncomfortable about. Edit. For those asking if I regret making a scene at the engagement party, nope, zero regrets. My only regret is not doing something like this years ago when he first started showing his true color. Mini update since this blew up. It's been 2 weeks, and Erin has officially called off the wedding. They'd already put deposits down on everything and sent out invitations, so it's a whole thing. My brother has been blowing up my phone with increasingly desperate messages, ranging from threatening to apologetic. I've blocked him on everything.